Hello friends, welcome to Mushkil Ashan. I am Joita Shah, clinical psychologist. If someone told you in the beginning of this year, January 2020, that the next couple of months you won't be able to visit your elderly parents, you won't be able to go to work, your children won't be able to go to school, you would probably have to wear a mask and a pair of gloves when you go out. You cannot visit malls, gymnasiums, swimming pools. You cannot go out for a movie. You cannot go out for that birthday dinner or anniversary lunch. You cannot meet your friends for coffee. You would have certainly freaked out. You would have thought, how can I survive this? How am I going to live? But friends, we are actually living through this and we are actually doing it. So we are more positive than we think ourselves to be. It is our thoughts which are negative. Generally, when the situation is different, we interpret it as a challenge and our body goes into flight or fight mode. Either we run away from the situation or we fight with the situation, and gradually we develop our coping strategies. A study aimed at the population, general population from the age of 18 years to 85 years, noted how people are coping with this worldwide situation at the present moment. They call the study a portrait into the moment. And they found out 3 basic points due to which people are coping in this situation. First is the overcoming the negative. Yes, people who have lost their job, they are thinking that okay, I'll be managing these few months with my savings and find a job when the situation changes. Suppose a person is working with a travel agency. There is no question of travel at this moment. International borders are closed. We don't know when they are going to open. State-wise borders are closed. We are not even sure when they'll open. Few countries are opening it though now. So the travel agents, they cannot pay their staff and they are telling them that to go for a leave, unpaid leave. And when everything becomes normal, they'll surely take them back. So these persons who have lost their jobs, they are taking it one at a day. They are living off from their savings and encouraging themselves to do things which they had never time for. They are overcoming the negative thoughts with the realistic thoughts. It's not as if they are overcoming the negative thoughts with toxic positive thoughts, which are no help. You have to be grounded. You have to give yourself real information, which is feasible, which is plausible, and which is possible. Next thing which is seeing people through is gratitude. They are happy that they are alive. They are happy they haven't caught the virus as yet. They are happy that their loved ones are still doing good and they are showing gratitude for it. They are taking each day as it comes, and at the end of the day, a lot of people are seeing to be maintaining a gratitude journal. A lot of people are going through a journey of gratitude at this moment, and they are meditating, they are saying their prayers, they are saying their gratitude prayers to see through these difficult times. And the next is action. People who generally have negative thoughts tend to think that there is no way coming out of this thing and they stop doing anything. They sit on the sofa or sit on the bed or are unable to do anything because they do not see any meaning in anything. So gradually they go into depression. People who are motivated enough, have positive thoughts, are taking action at this phase. They are trying to maintain their normal routine as much as possible. They are doing new things. They are reviving old passions, old hobbies. Few are taking to drawing, some are singing, some are dancing, some are meditating, few are cooking. And you see a lot of things on the social media, how people are spending their time productively. But yes, you might be one of those people who are not talented. I fall in this category by that way. I do not paint. I've stopped painting. I used to. I do not dance. I can't sing. And well, I cook for survival, but I am not a chef. But I do like reading, and I'm currently reading the Harry Potter series all over again because that's my favorite time pass, going back to fantasy, the childhood fantasies about Harry Potter. So you might not have a skill which you can showcase to the world, but do anything that catches your fancy. And if you're not having the skill, develop the skill at this moment. Friends, this is something which has come out of the study, is nothing new. Years back, during the times of Second World War, a psychiatrist, Viktor Frankl, had been going through a lot more than we are suffering. He was in the concentration camps, and here he has written his book, Man's Search for Meaning. In this book, he says that it's not only the coping strategies that sees us through, it is also our meaning of life, the meaning that we give to life, that helps us see us through. Here in the study, we use the term overcoming the negative. Viktor Frankl in his book uses the term enduring the suffering nobly. In this study, we are using the term gratitude. In that book, he has used the term looking for the good in the world. And here we use the term action, whereas in the book, it was used doing productive work. It's the same thing. At this moment, the need of the hour is finding the meaning in our life. What is the true meaning of your life? Think about it. If you like this video, do share the video. If you're a new viewer, subscribe to our channel. And if you have already subscribed it, share the video with others. Thank you for watching.